It's funny to look at this and realize I have 78 hours in this game. Sure doesn't feel like it. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, what's going on? It's the last trial, I assume, for the last episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. It's been a while since we started this, but as the Avengers say, I'm just kidding, like, as Doctor Strange says, we're in the end game. We're in the end game. So let's end this game. No way! How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, flashbacks. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. I heard that song and I was like, no way, bad dreams again? I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. Yikes! Ace Attorney is like not a children's game, brother. This is for sure like TV. Yeah, TV 14. I know that's like the television label, but whatever. Wait, my phone. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. Dude? Oh, Ongard. I thought that said Edgeworth. Oh my god, he got me messed up already. I hate this man. You have to be, like, one of the most evil people in this universe. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? I would clench my phone and then punch him straight in his jaw, bro. His superhero jaw. You're doing that in the courthouse? Like, if you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. You motherfucker. Now listen up. You'd better get Ongard a guilty sentence, okay? Yep. If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I haven't done Maya's voice, like, in weeks. I don't remember how her voice sounds. That's Cap, actually. Phoenix! Phoenix! That's Pearls, right? Mia, like, you just live in the courthouse, huh? Whenever, like, a spirit medium comes in the courthouse, you just take them over, huh? Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? What? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Oh, I did her voice wrong. I did it like Pearls, my bad, my bad. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. She's been saying that. Like, you want me to act? Come on now. I'm in the courthouse. I can't lie, dude. I swore an oath to God. On God. But you can't give up. There's still hope left. Stop it. Please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Ah! On guard! Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore, I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah! Gumshoe, I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Nani? Then you have some sort of lead. Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can to find the killer. The killer. I bet. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Ongard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make this trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? You said a 4-part trial? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got. Just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Pearls was saying in the previous video, like, Maya and I are your only friends. Like, relax, Pearls. Yeah. 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 Okay. So we're coming to the end. I feel that. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. March 23rd, 10 a.m. District Courthouse, courtroom number 3. I can't believe. Oh, the judge. The judge, dude. Where have you been?
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrienne Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrienne Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard. Facts. Yes, that is true. And then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. Facts. That is also true. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she is guilty after all.
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. Nani? I would like to direct— No! He's no! Okay, this is what Gumshoe means. I really have to, like, pretty much BS until they find the killer. Once they find the killer and free Maya, I can go along with what Edgeworth is saying, but how do I tell him that? Yikes. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
An assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Corrido was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ongard. Edgeworth kind of sounded real snobby this time around.
What a surprising turn of events.
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. Phoenix is like, crap.
I hear what's going on this time.
So I know what everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can.
You mean I do? What do you do by, like, scold me and, like, make your elusive comments, Mia? Jeez.
At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Will Powers? The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Dun 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 dun. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's... I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of nothing so...
You what?
I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. This is the first time I'm hearing about this power. That's what I'm saying. Nani? I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ongard's room. Usually when I start, like, not speaking clearly, I have a bad time, but I'll get over it. Okay, sure. I guess. Will Powers is also, like, what, 20? Isn't he my age? Visit to Matt's room. How old? Hold up. How old is Will Powers? He's my age. Yeah. Okay. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. He said, "Oh, look at him talking to the." Oh man, this is so evil. You're trash. The butler has the tomato juice. That's not even the butler, that's the killer. Oh my, okay. I just have to remember all this, okay. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Aw, he's talking about us. That's kind. Will Powers is such a cool guy, bro. He's underrated.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
Talking with the bellboy is no big deal. Phoenix Wright, I really need you to open your eyes, brother. Please. If one assumes that the person Mr. Ongard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
So I have to say that this dude was an actual bellboy? Yeah, see? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examinations, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation, Phoenix.
You mean I am, Mia? Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
I guess. Visit to Matt's room. Press. The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor. Like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright. What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry.
So, you went to the defendant's room and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly get turned into the bad guy here? Facts, actually. It's nice to see Will Powers smile, bro. I'll be honest. Are you sure that was Matt Ongard? Yeah, because we had problems with Miss Oldbag identifying Matt Ongard as well, so I'm just making sure. Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his room? He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. Okay, well, who did you think it was then? At first, yeah, what do you mean by that? He has those things, yeah, the whatever those are called. Well, he was in a bellboy-ish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. He kinda had a zipper going down his face. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How? I just asked. How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. Guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. Jesus. Watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. No, go back. I accidentally pressed A. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. You're telling me a while is a minute or two for you? I had guests with me that night, so I couldn't make them wait for me. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat, pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. I was making such a racket in her hyperstate. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Oh, okay, so like I'm done. So I have the bellboy's profile. So let me try that. Really? Alright. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. Right? Let me do this one again. Hold on. At first, what do you mean by that? I didn't think he was a normal bellboy, and why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? I'm asking you, brother. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. Well, this is new. What the hell? I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Yeah, that's it. Okay, then what is Mia telling me not to press anymore? Or like Phoenix? It's probably pointless to press further. I had to press again. What the f- You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Who knows? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? I'd give the bellboy a tip. Okay, so press that now. I have to continually press. Like, yeah, so we gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should go ask him about. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy. More like an old Gramps.
Ahem. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court, young man.
No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of this guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
A line of stitches?
Yeah, it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ugh. So it is a mask. He just did the thread on the wrong side. If he did it in the back, no one would notice. He was there. At Ongard's house. He was that butler.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Ongard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Ongard would be declared guilty in a blink, bro. That's what I mean, bro.
Phoenix, you have to play dumb here.
I usually play dumb most of the time. That's nothing new.
Pretend you don't know anything.
Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles like usual. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
Yeah. Edgeworth is like, what the f... Okay, hold on. So wait, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, give the bellboy a tip. Okay, so we gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Alright, the bellboy put it in his pocket. Guys, look at the guy's face. He had stitches going down. Oh, Ongard's tip. Okay, I'm stupid. I keep forgetting. The defendant is a huge star. He can't afford to give generous tips. Wouldn't you agree? He can afford to give generous tips. Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. Oh, he was paying for the killing. Oh my gosh, how come I didn't put that together right away? They did payment business, like, in the hallway of the hotel where it took place? A little too much. Would you please clarify for the court? About how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? God damn it.
Ah, well.
Why did I just start speaking like that? I am off it today. Recording Ace Attorney was a bad idea.
Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Raise an objection. Yeah, elongate. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Relax, Edgeworth, relax. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? No, he's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor. Crap. Okay.
Nani? Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer?
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really?
Nani? What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Powers, bro. I thought we were friends, bro.
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. Right away. Okay. Okay. The second time. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. Yep, they're at the end of the hall. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Ooh, wait, what was that at the very end? I mean, let me just press that. Thank you very much. That is all we need to know for now. Wait, huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Oh, he means as a witness. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
This is no laughing matter, Phoenix.
Relax. I got this. Don't worry. Let me just save first. Okay, let me just go to the end here. Oh, wait. Wait, where's I mean? Why is I mean not added? Okay, never mind. My plan is foiled. And what time was it? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time?
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and share my congrats, you know? He's my bud. That's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. Phoenix is BSing so hard. But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. So, I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Are you sure? The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the pretty little flowers. Yeah, really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Ron's room, alright, Juan, even? Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Facts, actually. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. So what exactly was out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next, Edgeworth? Can you take a clue? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree. That is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
Is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? We're just BSing at this point. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. Edgeworth, if you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed. Ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth. You're going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? Yes? He knows he's the killer.
I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. Thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of the guest rooms empty-handed. I guess I'll press that too. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Say, the save button. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches, and... So? A baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches, Mr. Powers? Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. Dun, 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 dun. This is the crime scene.
This is the crime scene.
There was a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Carita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would take a look at what is on top of the table to the lower right corner here. Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Carita's room. he left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Cow. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say empty-handed? What does that mean? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? Nani? Okay. That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Okay.
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry. It slipped my mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright. Gotta focus, I can't lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. The bellboy was wearing black leather ones. And? Yeah, so? A football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather, Mr. Powers?
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just a young bellboy.
The judge's voice makes me yawn because the way I do it, I like close my throat off, so I'm like barely getting any air. So when I'm done, I have to like, take a deep breath in, dude. I'm yawning. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh yes, please tell us more.
Okay. Oh shit, this is just new testimony. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. Just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and back to my seat. Uh-oh. What would he have given him?
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room.
Yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident. Some accident. I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor. Crap, Your Honor. Please act stupid, Your Honor. At the start of every testimony, I always say, "Hold it! Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?" Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all of this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and a sort of sneaky spy-like... I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. He gave something to the person inside the room. What? Nani? I said hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Okay. Should probably ask him only one question at a time. Yeah, I'm interested to see what, the something that they gave them. What would he give him? What would he give him? The suicide note? No, maybe. I think, maybe. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point. Namely, what the bellboy did next. Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, and the old guy just left without even going into the room. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Ongard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. After that, I went to the bathroom and went back to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at the time? Oh, yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. I think we can forget about the alien, Mr. Powers, it's okay. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now is just as vague as his first.
It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Talk about loose situations, not loose. Loose. It's a loose. Yep, this is where the questions were, right? Yeah, okay, the person inside, yep. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm?
Wait. Okay. That left arm right, or the right arm right there? Dude, if it's a bare arm? If it's a bare arm, that's Adrian. Wait.
Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all of this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
It Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was... No.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. What? Wooden statue? A statue? That's not... Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
You're going to have to trust your instincts on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
No. Whoa! What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Ongard's mansion.
At the defendant's house.
Christ.
What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then, he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then, the bear being found at Mr. Ongard's mansion would mean...
Goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ongard is the killer's client. Crap. Order.
Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. That's a screen grab below. That's funny. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
Ah, I almost forgot he knew about it too.
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
There are still a few points that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that.
I saw my health appear in the top right? No, sir.
Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
The person who received the bear, Miss Andrews, is in there as well. Hold up. Right. Yeah, the arm. Yeah, there was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear. Yeah. Gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. If he did see a human arm, it has to be Adrian, because Matt was still in his costume, so it's either the nickel arm he has on the right, or, you know, a sleeved arm with a glove on the left. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure. Nani?
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 What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What?
Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm. But... Oh, does it have scratches on it? Because his arm is... No. The arm. No. No. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. You've got to be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. God damn it.
Order. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Matt Ongard is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer.
What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help me, Mia. Please, Mia.
You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry!
Crap.
Now, I will bring this cross-exam...
Your Honor. This is he.
Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas from this testimony.
I'm nervous. It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. To find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that now, can we? Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Oh, crap. I can't say the bear itself, because if I do say that, like, he's gonna be like, proof, it's the little scratches, crap. Let's just try it. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear? Mr. Wright?
This was found at Mr. Ongard's mansion. However, Mr. Ongard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. I did not think that's where this was going, but he's right.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ongard who took this bear to his mansion. Facts.
Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Disaster. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ongard's mansion. Crap. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. The killer and Ongard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Ongard Mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to Ongard Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ongard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during the investigation. Their investigation. Yikes. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. Is this too much? Isn't there anything I can attack at all? Attack, attack!
I think we have heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Ongard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? Ugh, this sucks, actually. I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything that he's saying is true. But I just for, like, Maya's sake, I have to say otherwise.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do? I don't know. Let's consult the save button. Bro, just raise an objection. Like, this is just a beeline. Let's just take an extra step. We're trying to delay this trial.
I will not.
Ugh. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. Exactly. The only thing I have left is one dirty trick. Crap, Your Honor. Right now, we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Ongard mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The real client?
Yes.
Yes.
Tisk tisk, is this all you have?
Oh my gosh. Let's hear your theory.
Crap.
Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer?
Ooh. It could be Adrian. If it is Adrian, if this man gets rid of Juan Corrida, right? And then gets rid of Matt Ongard, she kills two birds with one stone. She didn't care for either of them. Yeah. That's just my thinking. Like, if I was Phoenix and I was BSing like that, that's what I would say. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Ongard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. But that was after the fact. Like, what? She got that from his room, did she not? Ah, then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw, that could very have well been Miss Andrews. She could have stopped by Matt's house.
But what about Mr. Ongard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. He couldn't have got up. Ooh.
That's right. Then, finding this figurine at Mr. Ongard's mansion...
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Cap, because Maya found it in the media room. At least what I'm calling the media room. That's where we first saw it. This is annoying. Right.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. Right. What is with this trial?
Come on, anyone can tell Ongard did it.
I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on someone else.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Ugh. What are you, Joel? Order.
All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Nani? Mr. Wright, even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Ongard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Bro, if that bear has like the suicide note in it, or like somewhere on it, I'm dead, bro. Come on now. Okay. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh boy. No breaks, bro. You did not give me a chance to save or nothing. This is not part 2. This is still part 1. Or 4-1, whatever. Oh, every time I want to see you, I imagine myself punching you. It's great. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. Ah! I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
Maya, bro. A really strong power? Yeah, Maya. Da dun 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 dun.
Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. Ugh. Dude.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
Phew. That's good, pal.
What about you? Anything? Yet? Have you figured out where to kill her and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but...
What? We don't have any more time.
If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
Bro. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all of our hope for naught?
A tent.
Huh? A tent?
I could see a circus tent.
Oh, Mia! Let's go!
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you? Ooh, okay.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now.
The wine cellar? No, we checked there.
But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe, is there a circus tent in town right now? Or is there a circus in town right now? The Very Big Circus?
There's only one, pal. The very big circus, pal.
Maya's somewhere within 300 feet, a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry.
And
And?
I could see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Please don't tell me this is just like one long trial. Is this gonna be like my first 3-hour Ace Attorney video? Okay, dude, I need energy. Is there food?
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Hey, Adrian. I don't know if I can keep this up, like I'm getting tired. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. Yeah. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have.
You have seen it before.
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she... Yeah, right, what the The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Oh, that's why there are... That's why there are, like, yeah. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity, with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. I knew it, bro. It has the suicide note, bro. God.
So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes. Looks can be deceiving. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Mia. Forget you, bro. I got this. You can leave. A puzzle? That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? In the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. So you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting. I'm having so much fun.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Was that like 90 years ago? My man, relax.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take apart the puzzle? Puzzle apart? I'm dyslexic. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Nani? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. If it was a gift from Adrian Andrews to Juan Corrida, would the suicide note have been in there already? Or would Juan have put it in there when he got it? Yes? Let's figure it out. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't, yeah. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. That's why it's not open yet. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with this same bear in this country.
But this looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Facts. Okay, so implying that it hasn't been broken yet. Can we just break it right now? You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. Except Juan. Yeah, as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us know. The two of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. Ongard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. A wooden puzzle with a hollow inside. Only Corrida and Andrews know how to open it. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize. Nani? That there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
What's in the f***ing box?
That's right. What we are going to find out next, witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Yeah, because Swan's... Yeah, okay, I get it. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes on Miss Andrews, now as she solves the puzzle, and takes the bear apart. Click. I've opened it. It's a piece of paper, bro. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what this is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. This is what happens when you play 2 games of Ace Attorney, bro. The 3rd game, fire. I called this shit back in the 1st game. When I get to the 3rd one, I'm on it. I'm getting nothing wrong.
The suicide note?
Bags. The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Inpax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Courtroom's like, holy shit, brother. Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
Save button!
What is written on the note? Duh.
That's right. At least, that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud.
Very well.
I'm not going to read it in the judge's voice. If anything, I'll give Celeste Impax her own voice. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deadly silent courtroom. Through? Is that a typo? Got you. I got you, Capcom. Got you again, brother. In her note, Celeste Impax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ongard. About being engaged to Corrida, and Ongard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. Christ.
And that's all Miss Impax had to say.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ongard.
Then, what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Oh, he's gonna talk about how Juan was going to leak that. Yeah. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word.
That Ongard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Celeste's suicide note, finally, bro, found inside this figurine, tells of Ongard's horrible misdeeds. Crap, that is not very good. That is not good for us. It's Ongard's fault that woman killed herself. And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that.
How terrible! What a selfish person!
Guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. Edgeworth is loving this, bro. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. DeKiller's client's goal was to... Can these people be quiet? The only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
Seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. To carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those.
The gavel's already in the judge's hand, Phoenix, hurry!
Suicide note of the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? The suicide note, I guess. Yeah. Please wait, Your Honor. Jesus Christ, they're louder than usual. Yo! Relax, everybody, relax. I feel like I'm getting, like, tomatoes thrown at me. Relax, people. Everybody. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Ongard killed in order to obtain this note.
Yes, that is correct.
But that seems a little strange, wouldn't you agree? In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say Matt Ongard could not have known what was written on this note. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I didn't think of that way. I didn't think of it that way.
Right. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. Christ. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Right. Right.
You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Silent. It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes differently.
He always does, bro. Very little do we ever agree. We teamed up on Adrian Andrews and we teamed up on D. Vasquez. I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon himself.
Nani?
I would like to direct the court's attention to this. Oh no. Well, at least I'm buying time, right?
What is that?
This is a long video. It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. No, Gumshoe took it, but he gave it back. Wait, what? Matt Ongard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went as far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Kurita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Ongard. Order. Mr. Wright. Yeah, hello, yeah. Dude, my ear hurts.
You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, sorta.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye.
Nani?
But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. The victim's house? Juan Kurita? Oh, he was spying on him in his house too? Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Matt Ongard's fingerprints were on there?
Well, Phoenix, we're screwed. Looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
I guess. What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ongard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. You got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy? Is that man the bad killer guy? Shh, stop, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so nasty.
Phoenix,
Yes, Chief?
have you figured out what you're going to do next?
What am I going to do next? Does running away like this frightened child work? What?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point,
He forgot one very important thing. Every time, like, Mia says something, I feel like saving. Well, what is it, Mia?
there's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate.
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded.
What? Am I overlooking something as well? This? The transmitter? Maybe?
For not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of the sudden? All of the sudden? Bro, she's been doing this entire game!
Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any further objections?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Bro, I think she's talking about the transmitter? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Present evidence. I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Is that better? Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You are beginning to sound desperate.
It's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. Nunny. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Wait, does that mean that he knew too? Wait. He mentioned the stuffed bear. Is that what she means? Wait, actually.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
So, you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. Oh, it has the timer on it, maybe?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. Okay. Whoops, yeah, whoops, my bad. I'll take that all. You want to see me in your chambers? No, sir. Okay, so you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close. But there's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence. Crap. Oh! The fact that it well, Mr. Edgeworth. Crap. Okay, I'll take that all too. Okay, now I'm gonna saving it. Now I'm gonna saving it. I'll take those L's. I can't do a trial without taking L's. The bear? Maybe? Okay, I won't take that one. No. What would he have overlooked if he found this? I did the bear. No. What? I'm at a loss, dude. I really don't. I'm really lost. That's a suicide note. Oh, it is. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Are they getting at the fact that if he was spying on him in his home, he would have seen the note at some point? Maybe in the bear? Wait, what?
That is Miss Impax's suicide note, right?
Who knows? Wait, Nani? What? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... Okay, yeah, I guess. Okay. The handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Okay, right, yeah. Oh, which means someone set it up. Okay. 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 Oh, so. As to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Okay, that makes sense, I guess, in hindsight.
Mr. Wright, you can't...
Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ongard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it in this bear? What was I saying earlier talking about how she can get rid of 2 birds with 1 stone, bro? Jeez. How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. Oof. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. Nani? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figure. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Bro, Miss Andrews. You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Mr. Ongard. Oh my god, dude. I did no such thing. Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. I don't have to. What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note?
It has to be the defense has stated. It is as the defense has stated, the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. However, the autopsy report is outdated.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again, we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Impossible. That's impossible.
This isn't going good, Phoenix. This isn't good, Phoenix.
Judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. Crap. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. They have to find her. Dude, can we just get a recess again?
I don't want to have to do this, but I have a choice. I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate.
Handwriting analysis, my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. Ongard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty. 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 Oh my god, dude. These people are nuts. These people want justice for sure. Da, 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 da. Gumshoe coming through with that noise. Da, 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 da.
What is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe. What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
What's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the 2 of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
Going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me what we don't. We don't have anymore.
Guilty, guilty, guilty. These people are nuts. You hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh,
What is it?
let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that. Just toss him your phone, dude. Come on now.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after...
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you've got to buy us some more time.
Court is in session. Oh my god, bro. This is exhausting. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying?
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but...
I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
No! This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Oh my god, those noises are terrible. Ugh. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
Can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. He says,
You two drive me up the wall. Very well.
yes.
At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
Not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
Bro, give me a save point, please. I'm dying over here. 4 hours passed. Right. Well, what's going on with my situation? The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. You never gave my phone back. Report.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to... I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. Dude, they're gonna make him start paying them.
My hunk of a junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Alright. Just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission, and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops, running every red light.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Did he just crash, bro? No. 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 Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me. What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is... No. We need Franziska, bro. We need Franziska, bro. Bro, we need Franziska. Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out? Yes, there is, bro. We need to go to the hospital, bro. That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. What? I don't... What? Oh. Why are you bringing up Franziska at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, which is all we have. Ugh. Franziska. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now... I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, Bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Oh, oh man. What a roller coaster this game is, dude. Especially this last trial. What do we... Okay, we did learn some new stuff in this trial. Nothing that entirely helps us as the defense attorney, but in terms of putting Matt Ongard away, maybe. Like, what Phoenix was actually saying about Adrian makes sense to me. Like, my theory about her killing two birds with one stone, those two birds being Matt Ongard and Juan Corrida, it makes sense. But, like, she wouldn't hire Shelly to kill her, and Matt is doing business with the killer. How she plays into this, really? I don't know if it's just her kind of walking in on that and actually, you know, stabbing him, framing Matt. Because at that point, Juan's already taken care of. Like she said, she felt no shred of guilt when she stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife. But that was to frame Matt, so if she put Matt away as well, easy. But at the same time, she couldn't just convict him, right? She had to say, like, well, I'm his manager, like, I have to save him. But you hold a grudge. That part was confusing. I still don't really understand that, but... So, okay, so we're gonna get in hold of Franziska. She has to get the location for Gumshoe. Someone has to go get him. We can't exactly just leave the courthouse. He's going to potentially bring us evidence. Dude, where is Shelly the killer? They gotta find his ass. Maybe we never catch him. Maybe he's just like an anonymity or something. Like, we never actually see who they are or whatever. I don't know if 4-2 is the last video or not. If it is, it's gonna be like 3 hours long. If you liked this Heat trial video, and you would like to see more, please consider leaving a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs down if you hate me. Comment what you think of Ace Attorney Justice for All if you have played it already, or even if you haven't. Along with the Ace Attorney series, you see what else I'm playing, so if you want to see any of that stuff, consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube or following me over at Twitch with the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day, and stay safe out there.